So just pretty easy. The guy had put his hands on my biceps, and I was trying to elevate him in some manner, right? So let's work backwards. We didn't do this one the other day, but we'll add different sequences. So I realized, like, man, I can't get this guy up in the air, but there's an opportunity for me to pummel this hand inside, grab onto his wrist, and peel this, and this is the grip I have, right? And then we went through a bunch of different variations. But in this variation, he goes and counters me because my next move is hopefully to take this hand and pummel it through and then start coming to his back. But he puts his hand there on me, right? So then I told you we countered him back, right? And what I needed, there's a problem here, because in the situation I just described before, this hand was going to advance to that drag, but he countered and he put his hand here, and then we worked a whole bunch of different counters off of this. So I take this hand and I loop it through really deep, and I false grip this wrist on the forearm. That allows me to drop this grip, okay? And now we went through different cycles of this. We obviously can go through a reversal. We went through a reversal with the head, all depending on how he was backing out. But this time when we were here, it was here, put your hand. I took this hand out and I grabbed onto his hand. But as I fall back, I took my legs out and I threw a triangle up right away. Okay, so that's the move that we're gonna start right now. My first reaction is I don't want him posturing up. Okay, he's gonna put his hands together and now he's gonna posture up and you're gonna be like this, okay? So my first reaction upon this is to grab his skull, and now I could drop this hand. I know I got an issue going on with this frame, I'll address it later. So my first reaction is to cup the head, almost like a tie clinch. I don't need this hand now. So I take my other hand and take it out, but my next reaction is I haven't cinched up my legs. They're just sitting like this. So I reach up and I grab my ankle. Now I want to make myself as heavy as possible. I also have this leg that can pivot me because I need to change my angle. So I can either put it on the floor or put it on him, on his hip, to change this angle. They're going to tell you a couple of things to do with this hand. They're either going to tell you to scoop this underneath, which is great because it gives you great leverage and you can squeeze this even tighter. Just be careful. They'll tell you to scoop under the leg, but sometimes that's not available. But just remember something. If he starts posturing up, scoop the leg, because you're going to get an opportunity to reverse him and go to an arm bar, which we're not going to do today. But I also want one thing. If this was a live setting, the last thing I want to do is be picked up and slammed on my head. My very good friend is Dave Branch, and it happened to him in the UFC, where the guy picked him up, and that's a cushioned mat. Imagine getting slammed on concrete on your skull because you were choking this guy out. So if Ethan were to posture up, and I bring this leg up, and now I scoop this leg, and now he can't pick me up. You okay, kid? Right? And now I have the opportunity that even if he did, I still have this arm bar over this top. I can reverse him over and take him down again. So you're going to have hate. But going under the leg isn't always there because the guy's sitting low. So one more time.